evening and welcome to another edition of HGP Sport. For today, I'm JADON Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Horse racing news. The Ryan Crawford Turf Club is where the action will be this CARICOM Day with 6 big races carded for the holiday. Let's take a look. The inclement weather will not be a bother when some of the country's top horses saddle up for a packed day of racing, where the first finisher in the main event pockets $240,000 and silverware. The event, which is slated for the club's facility in Alness Village, Quarantine Berbice, will see 6 races carded for the day, with the feature event running a distance of 1,300 meters. The animals classified J and low are set to race over a distance of 1,000 meters for a first prize of $200,000 and silverware. The 900-meter race for 2-year-old horses will see the winner taking home $150,000 and silverware. There is the L1 and lower 1,000 meters contest for pole position, taking $100,000 and trophies. The L2 and lower race is another 1,000-meter affair for a winner's stake of $80,000. An event is slated for L3 unclassified animals over 1,200 meters, with the first prize being $60,000 and trophy. Interested persons can still contact Marcel Crawford Jr. on 678-5342 or 696-9009. JADON Samuels, HGP Sport. Cricket news. South Africa had the better of Sri Lanka, beating them by 9 wickets and 76 balls to spare as action in the ongoing Cricket World Cup continues. The details in this report. The South African bowlers did well Friday to keep Sri Lanka to 203 and returned to cruise to a 9-wicket victory, losing just 1 well inside their 50 overs, still leaving 76 balls to spare. Chris Morris and Dwayne Pretorius shared 3 apiece, while Kagiso Rabada took 2 for the bowlers. In the chase, South Africa, needing nothing significant to taste victory, ensured their first wicket was the only casualty, reaching victory with many balls to spare. Afghanistan play Pakistan on Saturday. JADON Samuels, HGP Sport. Still in the World Cup, how did the West Indies ended up in flames? Where did it go wrong in the World Cup? Here's a quick analysis of their misfortune. Samuel Gillis tells us more.
Many questions are on the lips of numerous fans of the West Indies team now that their hopes of winning the World Cup is over. On social media and even in the streets, supporters are ranting and raving at yet another disappointment from the Caribbean side. But how did they lose the chance of winning the World Cup? The West Indies in the game against Australia let Australia escape from 79 for 5 to 288, with Nathan Nile, a bowling all-rounder, hitting a career best of 92. Then with 79 runs needed from the final 12 overs, with 5 wickets in hand, Andre Russell, T20 cricket's best finisher, got sucked in by Mitchell Starc, swinging the momentum Australia's way. In the matchup against Bangladesh, despite having a solid target of 321 to defend, the West Indies bowling plans were mauled, allowing Shakib Al Hasan to stage a corp. In the game against New Zealand, hopes blossom, with Chris Gayle showing all intention to make the day his. But then Shimroy, Etimaya and Older were out in quick succession. The fans refused to give up, only because Gayle was still around, except that he lost his cool going for a big stroke. With 6 runs needed from 7 balls, Brathwaite then pulled Jimmy Neesham into the hands of the fielder in the deep. Gleaming with sweat, Brathwaite collapsed to his knees, hopes extinguished. On Thursday against India, West Indies failed to take the chances that came their way, like the stumping opportunity against MS Dhoni, allowing Virat Kohli's men to regain their footing quickly and take charge of the match. Holder's men enter the tournament as one of the most dangerous teams. The captain saying the match was about trying to create its own legacy. They have left the World Cup heads down. No legacy yet. The dream stillborn. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
And finally in sport this evening, some basketball news. The National Schools Basketball Festival bounces off tomorrow at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall at 14 hours. The Under-18 tournament will see schools from across the country battling for top honors when the final is contested on July 13. Following the traditional opening ceremony, the festival opens at 14 hours with Bartica Secondary taking on Bishops High, while the second fixture brings together Kokwani Secondary and Comprehensive Secondary. That concludes our cast for this evening. Don't forget, say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs.